Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. But remember, not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone. But there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take the messages that resonate and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. So this is message 6.2. I'm going to call this message chapter 21. I'm in this energy of, again, symbolic to the energy of this message. It's this energy of wanting to bring something to a close, wanting to bring this chapter to a close. And in this energy and mindset of, you have the free will to do what it is that you want to do, type of an energy. Also picking up on the energy of angel number 282. This is coming from a previous message, the previous message to this, which is 6.1. I didn't pull any cards, only the overall energy that came through, which is the Chariot and the Death card, which is here in the reverse. In this energy of, there's a resistance here. Somebody is resisting some type of ending to something here. And I feel like a lot of that kind of came through in the previous message where I titled it, I use no cards, early rising, late night channeling. In regards to this masculine who's trying to leave some type of a CC group here. But it doesn't come, it comes at a cost, it comes at a price, physically and financially. Somebody could be losing some type of direction here. I'm hearing some type of sight. Somebody may have lost some type of a sight here. Somebody may have lost actual finances. I'm picking up on this energy of if your right hand offends you, you cut it off. I'm picking up on this energy of sacrifice, self-sacrifice, in order to leave some type of a brotherhood. I'm literally just picking up on this. This is live channeling. I've got some things that I was writing down throughout the day. Since pulling cards in message, I believe that was message 5 or 6. I haven't come back to pull any more cards, to be fair. I've just been channeling, a lot of writing. Once I put pen to paper, I just start channeling, just like I am right now. I've been picking up on a lot of telepathy communication also throughout the day, which I've shared quite a bit on my community page. But there's so much more that wants to come through. I feel like this communication that's coming in, it's going to be a lengthy conversation. It's a kind of a conversation I'm hearing right now, day boy, night girl. Seeing day turn to night, or seeing night turn to day, But there's something that you're going to learn from each other in regards to this communication. And again, in regards to this communication, needing to remember that communication works both ways. Listening and speaking. Because whosoever it is that you're connecting with, they've definitely been attached to some type of an entity here, or an entity is being attached to them. As I was channeling this energy, what I'm seeing this entity as being is social media. Now this is going back to one of my songs called Traces. And I say it's the entity that lives amongst me. It's the entity. And when I'm speaking about it's the entity, it's social media. Because of all of this false narrative, this suing on someone's character, on someone's name, on someone's new beginnings, on someone's vision. Someone has been trying to block your vision in this energy of 2, 3, 4. This could be years, 7, 8, 9. It could be up to 9 years, trying to block some type of completion for you. When I see the 9 and the rich girl just beside that, is giving me the energy of the 9 of Pentacles, you know. Someone's trying to block your divinity. This can be online, blocking your vision. You may have seen this in a vision for yourself. Could have been in a dream. Few things, we're quite late within the in the evening in the UK where I am right now. So there's been some time since recording the message I put up early this rising with no cards till now, you know. So since that time, I've just kind of just gone about my day, cooking, cleaning, washing, whatnot. I've been having visions. At one point, I was just sitting in my kitchen, just gazing out of the window, and I kind of found myself walking down a street. But what I was noticing mainly about walking down this street was the door numbers, the odds and the evens, the odds and the evens. It's like I shouldn't have been on the even side of the road. I was to stay on the odd side of the road. The 135s type energy, the 246. I wasn't meant to be on that side of the road, and then it was bringing me back to a poem which I wrote in regards to a vision, another vision I had called What a Night. Had that vision back in 2020. I would attach these poems to the description. There is a few poems that I want to read now. This is the reason why this is a point one or a point two message, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the cards, because there's a lot of energy that still wants to come through. There's something about someone traveling, and some type of gossip is being spoken in regards to your finances, how you get your finances. This is all in regards to the energy of your birth chart. Whosoever this group of trio is, the three fates, the CCs, the 433s, whoever that group is. I'm going back to what I was channeling on my community page in regards to the music that was coming through. And then I was paying attention to the numerology. There's the 4 and 3 threes, 369. So there could be some relevance in regards to your ninth house, but there's definitely relevance here to the 12th house, which is out. There's relevance to the third house and the first house, which is in Capricorn and Taurus's energy. The 12th house is in Scorpio's energy. But there's something about adding the two houses together, the 3 and the 1, which will make it the 4th house. When I'm adding the two houses together, it's giving me the energy of something's missing. So I feel like it's the 4th house that's relevant in regards to the area of your birth chart that these groups of people that's trying to oppose you are in right now. Your 4th house, I know, is to do with your foundation, your roots, your culture. It's one of the most important parts of your birth chart. When I was kind of looking into it, I'm now being drawn to this energy of authenticity. This is your energy, despite it being in the energy of these three fates. The reason why it's in this energy of the three fates is because they've been pulling your energy, your authenticity, your essence, with this energy of this negative, false narrative that they've been spreading amongst this entity, which is social media. And again, those who this masculine could well be attached to. Entities are fluid, more than one is what I'm trying to say. They play trickery, they play mind games, and that's the card that this is, mind games is what it says. But someone is seeing behind the veil. Someone is starting to begin to see your true authenticity, somebody who may have been in the same boat as you when these three fates did what they did in the energy of the magician in the reverse, which is low vibrational magic in some way, shape or form against you. in order to curb some type of decisions, whatever it is, because these people have got civil servants working on their side, those that's in seats of power, but with no power at all. So they can create, masquerade. They can create incidences and situations and, you know, I'm hearing put people's life at risk in order to benefit themselves. So certain situations may have occurred and you may have think to yourself, you know, where did that come from? That was unlucky, or random things, just random things. Even meeting somebody out of the blue, random things is how far this group is willing to go in order to, I'm hearing make believe, whatever this false narrative is. It's neither hearing the reverse or the upright, and nothing has changed much since the card has came through. Again, symbolic to the energy of this message. There could be some type of, I'm hearing, half truth that's being spoken. But what I want to do is clarify the energy. I want to clarify the energy of the false narrative. I'm going to also read what I was channeling. It's like someone has to get something out. But anyway, I'm going to read what I was channeling, because all that I just said is literally after the fact of me writing what I've written here, which was earlier on throughout the day. So in this energy of 282, you may be in it to win it, or you have to be in it to win it, over getting in where you fit in. And I kind of stopped there because I was, just channeling, bullet pointing at this point. So the ones that you started with may not be the ones you move forwards with. People, places and things. Looking back only to see how far you've come and how much strength you have, your resilience that you've built up, your perception of when you started is not the same now as it was then. And then I was being brought back to a message which I've uploaded of recently, in the energy. I believe it was an energy of a masculine energy, male or female. If I knew then what I know now, somebody may not have made a decision that they made. I can't remember the full reading, but it's the title that kind of got me. So yeah, it's not necessarily in a regretful way. I was picking up on that energy. Just lessons learned. Lessons learned to live and grow and to share as a soul continues to grow. Wounded warrior area energy I was picking up on. Self-taught, I was picking up on this energy also. Jack of all trades. Wounded healer. At this point, you've been through enough to know what you want in this lifetime. Your spirit guides on every level and every platform. As it is above, so it is below. On every level, has had their role to play, and you know who, and you know where, and you know when. Trust your intuition. Picking up now on this energy of the Fool's Chariot, and I say the Fool's Chariot because the overall energy in the previous message was the Fool card. I noticed when I shuffled this card out and it came through, the Fool card was also at the bottom of the deck when I watched back the upload. So this Death card came out. Realistically, it should have been the Fool card, but there was this kind of a rush. I pay attention to everything that takes place in the midst of a reading. So I saw the Fool card in the Chariot, but something may have felt like a rush. Someone never wanted to be seen. It's like they wanted to be seen, but they didn't want to be seen. Maybe because there could have been some kind of physical shame that somebody may have felt like they was carrying. And I'm hearing right now, it's not your shame to carry. So anyway, as I continued to shuffle, the Death card came through in the reverse, but it came through in this energy of conflict and animosity and children. So there could be some type of animosity, conflict that someone is wanting to bring some type of resolution to, you know. Pay attention that the death card's in the reverse, but there's an ice queen within this masculine's energy that's trying to prevent a masculine from coming forward to even just saying hello. You know, I feel like this masculine is being stripped. When I was looking for the poems that I was kind of drawn to read within this message, which I'm now in, I was brought back to a message that I sent to myself on the in 2024. I don't know if I done a message at that time, but I done a written channeled message, and it was kind of deep. It was around a masculine feeling demasculated. You know, I won't go into it right now, but I feel like all of this is coming through in conversation to a divine feminine here. That's in the reverse. That this masculine is wanting to come back to. The abandonment card is here in the reverse also, in the energy of the divine feminine card. That's in the reverse. Now this divine masculine's energy, despite what may have taken place in the past, I haven't pulled any tarot within this chapter yet to figure anything of, like, to go deeper. But what I'm seeing here is there's a divine masculine, you know, that's done some type of healing work. The mental, immature, emotional card was in the reverse. So it's showing that there's some type of a change within this masculine, but at the same time, this could well be the masculine's energy, this opposing energy that kind of looks a bit torn up in this energy of 81 may be significant. 1981 is what I'm seeing, 1987 also. But anyway, I was just looking at numbers, getting carried away. This can also be somebody on this masculine's arm who is also, you know, you have to use your discernment. But I'm just seeing who's inside of this chariot. Someone is trying to look into this chariot, into this energy of the veil. This chariot could be here at night time, but there's a lot of jealousy that's going on behind the veil. In the car, could have some type of tinted out windows. You know, I'm just channeling. I'm going to continue to read what I wrote. So it was in this energy of the Fool in the chariot moving away from the tower. So now the tower is at the bottom of the deck, moving away from the tower. So as I was channeling this energy, I was sitting here and I was paying attention to the bottom of the deck. It's like someone just wants to rush something through, you know. I'm here and get to the point. So again, this masculine is running from a tower or towards a tower. You, delicate flower, you have the power in how you rebuild after mishaps, healing energy. Your manifestation power is powerful. You have the right to be skeptical if you are skeptical and going over something in your head over and over and over and over again. You know, there's something that you're giving careful consideration to before making some type of a decision, you know, because of where this chariot Cancerian energy is coming from, this energy of the CCCs. So as I was writing CCCs, I was picking up on this energy of CCTV, monitoring cameras, monitoring your status in this energy of entity. They want you to walk away. They want you to walk away, or they have walked away. Being brought back to the first message, which I didn't realize was the first message of chapter 21. You know, it's titled somebody is handing in their notice and they're going back into to what it is, like a habit, I said, a passion. The card that came through was a magician, but the magician was in the reverse, in the energy of the magician, you know, magician, initials MM, may be significant. So anyway, or they have walked away. They're now in front of you after this time. Seeing is believing in this energy of pinch me. Am I dreaming? Surprise. I'm reading the cards now that came through. Surprise and hello. But you're still in this energy of disbelief. Disbelief is behind the tower, which I've just placed there. You've been in temperance energy. Sagittarius is energy, or they have, however that may resonate. So this person who they're coming with or who they're moving away from in this energy of the tower, they could be a Sagittarius's energy, they can be a Scorpio energy, they can be a Cancerian energy, Gemini energy is also here. I was picking up on this energy of you may feel like, or your intuition is telling you, or this could be a message that you've heard elsewhere, you know, that they're cooking up something within the magician's energy, the magician's here. So now I'm looking at the next 4 months is what I'm hearing right now, or 4 weeks, or 4 years, however this may be resonating with you. But there's something that these people are doing, this group, in the moon energies. You know, they're mixing and blending within the moon's cycles, you know, in order to create some type of towers here. This is opposition energy. I'm just paying attention to where I place the cards. When I'm channeling and I place the cards down, it's involuntary. It's a message. So I'm just reading energy right now. Again, behind this magician is the Wheel of Fortune in this energy of 10. We're in the year of 10. You know, it's giving me this energy now that I'm seeing the hangman. I didn't go so far whilst I was sitting here channeling. Leaving someone hanging is what I'm hearing. You know, that's the sacrifice in order for you not to make it to this wheel, make it to this year, you know, in what it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself. So the Wheel of Fortune behind this year is significant for this individual, or significant for you. With every action, there's a reaction, written in red, no stone left unturned. The Most High is present in every room, every area, hears and sees all. Ask and you shall receive. Truth be told, it's cold. And then I was brought back to the 7th of January 2026 in the energy of Let's Talk About It Wednesday. There was a message I did, and I kept on saying Let's Talk About It Wednesday, but it's because the night before I was so tired that I heard Let's Talk About It. I began to drift asleep, but I've always got a journal beside me. I was kind of nudged out of my sleep kind of quickly after, because I saw a vision. It almost looked like a time capsule. So that's what I kind of scribbled down on the journal that I had beside me. So anyway, when I woke up after sleep and I looked at my journal to see, okay, what was it? You know, get back to the messages that I was channeling. It didn't look like a time capsule anymore. It more so looked like, and I didn't want to be morbid in the message. I remember saying that it looked like a body part. Again, in this energy, or someone may have lost some type of, I'm seeing vision, you know. I'm seeing a lot more, but so let's talk about it Wednesday, the 7th of the 1st, 2026 may be significant. In also the message I did around that time was the golden egg isn't missing. And another energy that I did at the time was they needed you in unfamiliar territory so that they can tap into your intuition. This was also around the time I spoke of where I was being followed that very day. So it could have been around the week of the 7th of January, you know. So there could be something about being followed or following. And again, this can be social media. So again, in this energy, someone here has had enough of what's being cooked up in this Sagittarius And as I was writing Sagittarius and Scorpio, for some reason, I was breaking down the word Scorpio, and the Most High, my ancestors are trying to pinpoint to me the word score and Pio. So Pio is making me feel like Capricorn moon in this energy of 18, Capricorn moon, and in this energy of some type of a scoreboard. You know, this is bringing me back to a message that I did some time ago, which was a global message. It wasn't just for one or just for, you know, one or two handful. This was a global message in regards to some type of a scoreboard between the divine and evil. Let's just call it what it is, you know. So in this energy of Sag 14 and Scorpio 16. And then I said to myself, but how much more do they need in order to get to the 18? Because the moon is in the lead right now with 18. So each of them, so Sagittarius needs 4 more to get to 18. So when I do the numerology, it's 144. So when I do the numerology for Scorpio, how much do they need to get to 18? They only need 2 more. So the numerology here is 162. The numerology for the moon is 181. I know. Again, angel number 4218 may also be significant. Yeah, so just a bit more. So Capricorn forces with the gets crew. Yeah, so I was picking up on this energy again of the vision that I said I had when I was daydreaming and walking down the street of the odds and evens. Again, I was picking up on some more energy, but I feel like I'm just gonna have a quick pause and come back in. Okay, I had to take a closer look at this because I was kind of squeezing these notes in literally just prior to pressing record, so it's written so tiny. I was looking for my glasses to put on to kind of read them, but yeah. So this is later on, a bit more later on in the day, after I've written what I just wrote in regards to this Capricorn energy, center of this message and the heart of the matter. I'm hearing steering this boat, steering this chariot, making some. There's a decision that's here to be made, you know. But anyway, what I was picking up on in regards to this energy of this vision and walking down the street is from someone else's perception, is what I was picking up on, of which side of the street. I don't know what I was fully seeing, not too clearly, but I know what I was picking up on, what I was feeling. You have to pick up. I was picking up on this energy. You have to pick up what I put down. There could be something that's just the saying, but now that I'm saying it out loud, it feels like I, I was literally just seeing someone picking up rubbish off of the floor. Limiting waste. There's a card from the ancestral deck. You know, you may go outside and see someone picking something up off the floor. I don't know where that's significant in the energy of this message. I'm picking up on this energy of you may know more than I do right now, type of an energy. You may have to just pick up what I'm putting down, take what resonates and leave the rest, is the energy I'm picking up on here. And again, I'm picking up on this energy of the 12th house. 22 may be significant, 10 may be significant, 4 may be significant, 3 may be significant, 1 may be significant, and 31 may be significant. Capricorn joining forces with their Get Even crew. Notice the change in persona. Don't allow your ego to shine brighter than your wisdom. Going back to a message I did around 4 years ago, especially when spreading a false narrative. or many on an individual, especially a sweetheart, is the card that came through. A divine feminine, goddess, Lilith energy, Snow White equals rose red. And especially if you live in a glass house, authenticity, they'd rather believe a lie than the truth. Because what I was picking up on is that whosoever these people are, you know, they're being paid to spread this false narrative to bring somebody down, you know, into the gutter. I'm hearing they're being paid in this energy of the rich girl, card number 12. And someone is now jumping on board. There's a decision that a Capricorn energy, a Cancerian energy, you know, bear in mind there was more than one Capricorn card that came through in this energy. But regardless of zodiac, there's somebody who this group is trying to recruit, you know, to join forces against you, to play mind games. Just be mindful. I feel like whosoever I'm connecting with, you're in this energy that you can see behind the veil. You know, you see what's going on in the dark, from night to dark, day boy, night girl. You can smell the jealousy I'm hearing. You can smell the envy. Okay, so I had to take another pause to kind of make a decision whether I was going to come in and pull cards in the same energy. But as I'm sitting here just channeling, I'm kind of picking up on this energy of just getting something over and done with. I'm hearing once and for all. It's like someone's picking up this energy of Dutch courage, you know, this energy of Braveheart. Bear in mind, message one, the strength card is behind here, which was an overall energy before all of this. And it's here in the reverse, you know. Maybe someone reverse back. I'm hearing somebody may have came and gone, is what I'm hearing. A white a white vehicle or a black vehicle may be significant and very much drawn to the chariot card. I'm also drawn to the unexpected income, you know. It might not be like I'm hearing top range, but I'm hearing someone just wanted to see you. Maybe somebody actually said hello, but maybe someone just wanted to see you in this energy here. So this card's in the reverse. Mental and emotional and unstable. It's here in the reverse. Maybe one of the last times you saw this person, they may have been mentally and emotionally unstable, but it's here in the reverse. So this is where I'm picking up some type of a change. There could be a change within someone's appearance. Their hair, there could be a change within someone's hair, within someone's eyes. Someone's eyes may look brighter, is what I'm picking up on here. I'm picking up on this energy of you can tell something about a person, a persona about a person without them even saying a word, you know. Your eyes are the gate to your soul. Like this one here who's sending this evil eye is just that, you know, there's something wrong with this energy soul. 85 may be significant. 1985 may be significant here. Someone's throwing daggers at a twin flame connection, at a high priest or his energy. This is the masculine version of the high priestess's card here. This is the high priest that's here in the reverse. So I'm just going to clarify this card. There's a lot of talking I feel is coming towards you, about a lot of talking. So let's clarify this evil eye card that came through. Tell me more about this energy of evil eye. Can't make it up. Now going back to the previous message one, before I even knew that this was gonna come into chapters, chapter 21, I was picking up on this energy because in my sleep I saw like a flash, bright light flash, you know, I was picking up on this energy of birds and nature walking and taking pictures of sightseeing, type of an energy. So either like a camera came out here and it's falling into the energy of what's at the bottom of the deck. You can't see this flying monkey on camera, you know. And right behind that is the transition card that's in the reverse. Then again, me say them play with the dead. So it says possession and possesses an amulet and have it blessed with protection. I feel like this is advice for somebody if you haven't not done that already, you know. It says they will play victim once they know they're losing. So let's see, in regards to this energy of this evil light, let's get another energy in regards to this message. And I pay attention to where the cards want to fall. They can't stand to see you shine. Your light irritates their demons. And this is in the energy of the sweetheart, you know. Your light irritates their demons. And this is what you was witnessing in maybe a past situation, you know, in this energy of this conflict surrounding children, animosity. Someone no longer has no animosity. Animosity is here in the reverse. But the conflict still exists, is what I'm hearing. Can't remember what this card was. Yeah, someone's moved away, moved on from possibly maybe this Ice Queen energy that was the ringleader of this manipulation over these contracts. I was picking up on this energy of having contracts in your name of like things of higher purchases like houses, cars type energy. You know, how they get away with it is because they have people in power that has no power at all. Those that are in positions of employment that can do what they do, you know. Again, this person may definitely have a change in appearance. They may have aged since the last time you've seen them. I'm paying attention to card number 5 here. This mature man. I feel like some type of guilt is what I'm picking up on here. Has run someone, you know, to the ground is what I'm hearing. Trying to break free from some type of a contract with this Queen of Swords. But let's just get another card in regards to this energy of this evil light. Palo Santo, clear your energy. It says smooth, spicy aroma, clears out negative energies, instills calm and relaxation, fills your home with joy and harmony. You know, I feel like what the message you're trying to say, this is guidance for somebody to protect yourself from this false narrative. I pay attention to where my cards fall, how they fall. You know, I'm hearing organized mess. It's falling into the energy of the rich girl. It's like spend a little to protect a lot, is what I'm hearing. Spend a little to protect a lot. But do your research, is what I'm hearing. So let's get one more card. Lavender and Sage. Yeah, this is guidance. Clears away negative thoughts, energies, harmonizes the mind, enhances intuition, inspires loving feelings. I pay attention is here in the reverse. They can't stand. I'm hearing they can't figure out how you cleared this energy or how you'll still be able to move through this energy, how you was able to resist this evil eye. You know, how you were still able to remain so relaxed. I'm hearing through such evil, or let's just say through such conflict, you know. So let's see this energy of this ice queen. Tell me more about this energy of this ice queen. Mercury retrograde may be significant. Somebody may have signed a contract during Mercury retrograde, which is not very it's not advised to do so. It reads delays, problems, interpretations, or interruptions with transportation and communication. Again, I'm picking up something here. It definitely was in regards to a vehicle here. It could be some type of loss of finances in regards to a vehicle. But let's just see. Tell me more about this energy of this ice queen in regards to the energy of this message for those that I'm connecting with. And we got someone who's doing black magic, juju work on you, and it's falling over into the energy of the child, the children. Angry mama, ground yourself. Let's get another card in regards to this ice queen energy. Alerting your values, altering your values and morals on making life decisions. And this is exactly what I was picking up on. I'll read that again. It says altering your values and your morals on making life decisions. You know, there are certain things that's been said and done in order to block your opportunities. For an example, if you had a job opportunity and you may have spoke about it, that's why it's good to move in silence. Message to self. You know, information may have got out some way, shape or form. You know, back to this interview, and now for some reason the interview's not gone the way how you was manifesting it to, you know, hoping it to. But fear not, you know, because what's for you can never pass you. It wasn't for you. There's this energy of needing to move past. It's the thought process. It's the thought process. It's the mind. You know, these things can only hold you back if you allow it to. Going back to the beginning of this message, the Most High gives us free will to choose. You know, we can either choose. It's easier to fall down than it is to climb. You know, sometimes you have to pull yourself up. Pull yourself up. Tell me more about this ice queen energy. Spying on you is part of their daily routine. Let's get one more card in regards to this. Claiming credit over your success. Exactly that. They're getting paid to chat false narratives, negativeness over you. You know, it's commission I'm hearing. So let's see in regards to this energy. Why is this energy? I want to see the veil. What's the veil? Tell me more about this energy of the veil. It says you cut them off and they're still watching. They're looking behind the veil, you know, in secret. They may even be looking and saying hello. You may even hear this telepathy, you know, telepathic communication when they think you can't hear them from a distance, you know. The spirits make it a way that you can. Telepathic communication, they don't know quite how gifted you are. And I'm seeing this masquerade energy again is coming through. It says the person causing you negativity is an earth sign. So this can be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn in regards to what you may be seeing behind the veil. And like what I just explained in regards to what I feel to be a Capricorn energy, joining forces with the even crew. So let's see in regards to this energy of this spell. And again, Virgo energy, very significant. I pay attention to where this card is falling. And I spoke about somebody from my old hometown shouting out my first channel, Empress Earth Wisdom, not my main channel, which is this channel. And the negativity that swamped through my window to my computer, you know, through a vision. As I just explained, I'm a daydreamer, not necessarily a night dreamer. So it's in this energy here of this handout. Not all handouts are good handouts, you know. Not all good shout outs are good shout outs. And not all good money is good money. But the card that came through, it says spirit team, ancestors, angels, spirit guides, gods, goddesses. I got your back. Ashe. Confirmation, reassurance for anybody that may be feeling a kind of way in regards to what may be going on that you can't explain to those that don't understand, you know. Reassurance is here that you're protected through all of this. They can't do you nothing. So let's see, in regards to this energy of the divine masculine, tell me more about this energy of the divine masculine in regards to this energy of this message. Return to sender, backfired on them. It's falling into this energy of claiming credit over your success. It backfired, reassurance, confirmation, clarity for somebody here. Let's see, tell me more about this energy of this divine masculine. Root work, seek someone to help you with a protection spell. Not the person where you're coming from. They may have helped this person before and it didn't get them nowhere. Something backfired on them. They need, I'm hearing my song right now. You should have said yes to the Lord. Oh God. For the money and the fame and the fraud. Oh Lord. Bet you go find for your sword. That's the Bible. Put it in your palms. I got chant for your psalms. Oh Lord. You make what you meet me with, dog. Bump me and my baby father, them are the fraud. Oh Lord. For the money and the fame and the fraud. Let's get another card for this divine masculine. I went into a trance just then. Fake spiritualist. So let's see. Tell me more about this energy of the divine feminine that's here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message. Keep a protection pouch on you, with you. Someone's playing mind games in regards to this opposition energy. Someone's living a double life here. So let's see. Tell me more about this divine feminine that's here in the reverse. This card wants to be seen. They secretly keep tabs on your every move. Tell me more about this divine feminine that's here in the reverse. They're mad because you pay no mind to them. This ice queen. Tell me more about this divine feminine that's here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message. Unexplained freak accident. Listen, be careful. You know, if the Most High says don't go out, don't go out. Don't force yourself to do or go or say anything, or even I'm hearing listen to anything that your spirit's guiding you not to. Spreading rumors about you is at the bottom of the deck. One more card in regards to this energy for the divine feminine that's here in the reverse. And I feel like the divine feminine is here in the reverse because of all of this negative, false narratives that's being spread. You know, it's blocking you in so many different avenues, especially if you have an online business. So let's see, in regards to this energy, one last card for the divine feminine. And it says, haters are mad because they see you're winning. I pay attention that it's here in the reverse and I understand why it's in the reverse, you know. I'm hearing right now, move in silence. I'm hearing move in the shadows. In any type of direction you're going in, whatever your triumph may be, you know, I'm hearing if it needs to be seen, let it be seen. It's coming into this energy of the root. When it grows is when it, you know, is when you speak on it. And not a second before, I'm hearing. And what's funny about that, at the bottom of the deck, there's a card that says cedar. It said fresh wood smell, cleanse a new home, or if it's an old energies and unwanted spirits, while inviting fresh, energetic vibes and protecting the new occupants. So somebody could be moving into a new home. I'm hearing shh, you know, move in silence. But not only that, what made me chuckle is this is the root card. So as I was explaining about the root and when something is seen, that's when you speak about it, because the root happens underground. You know, it's only when something begins to bud is when, you know, it's basically when you should talk about it. But this cedar, going back to my primary school, it was a massive tree that we had in our playground, you know, and it was called the cedar tree. I literally used to sit at that tree and talk to that tree, like differently. Kids will be playing in the playground and whatnot, and you'll see me by the tree, like just talking to the tree. Someone needs to talk to a tree. I'm hearing someone needs to talk to a child. Somebody could be pregnant and speaking to the child from the stomach, you know. I'm hearing one of my other freestyles. I won't go into it right now, but someone could be pregnant and making promises to the unborn child, you know. So let's see this energy of this jealousy and envy, which is behind the energy of this belt. Personality disorder. They don't know how to be themselves. That's why they're full of jealousy and full of envy. I was picking up on this energy previous message of riddled with spite, you know, just riddled. Seek someone to perform, learn to do a hex or a breaking ritual. It's here in the reverse, in this energy again of this handout energy, this Virgo energy. Virgo is also here. This is a calling in all stars chapter 21. So it's in the energy of Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and Aries, dealing with a Cancer or Pisces. So I want to clarify this energy of the 12th house. Why is the energy of the 12th house here? Why is the energy of the 12th house here? They mock you when they feel jealous towards you, and they block your heart chakra also by doing spells. This is a fake spiritualist, you know, who may be attached to this masculine. So blocked heart chakra, issues, intentions, affection, balance, beauty, compassion, empathy, healing, love, mindfulness, nurture, and relationships. And it's falling over into this evil eye energy. Bear in mind, this evil eye energy is trying to attach itself to someone's twin flame connection here, someone's twin flame union. You know, they're looking for attention from somebody who you're connected with. Return to sender. Something is backfiring here. So what's this energy about this contracts? This contracts. Someone went way too far with something, because I couldn't even tell you where that went. Oh yeah. It went right over where my grandparents are. So causing you to act off character irrationally, emotions and mood swings. Someone's trying to put strains on you, you know. Someone could even be trying to blackmail somebody here, digging up dirt on you to use on you later. So let's see, in regards to this energy of contracts during Mercury retrograde, they're mad because you pay them no attention. You get, you know, you starve these karmics from your energy, you know. It's upsetting them. So it says dark entities are using these people to work against you. Father God, protect me from the enemy. are the entity that I live amongst we, are the entity. That's the devil. Contracts also represents, you know, the chains that the devil has to you. Again, this can even be in the form of a car. Anything on hire purchase, you know. Let's get another energy in regards to these contracts. I'm hearing the ugly truth. The person causing you negativity is a fire sign. Someone's needing to page Palo Santo sage, you know, from these people, and it's falling into this energy again of this false narrative. So not only is there an earth sign, there's also a Leo, Aries, and a Sagittarius. And it's falling over into this energy, you know, or this can be someone who's a cusp, but this is definitely someone who's spending serious amount of finances, you know, in trying to bring you down to their level is what I'm hearing. Jupiter retrograde may be significant. It's at the bottom of the deck. It says problems with making important life changes for future benefits, expansion, abundance, and prosperity. And right behind that is Venus retrograde. A lot of retrograde energy here. It feels like this energy, or someone may feel like they're going backwards, or someone may want you to feel like you're going backwards. But that's not the case. That's a false narrative. That's a false perception I'm hearing. When planets are going retrograde, I don't think they're actually going backwards, although that's how it's explained in some places. I think I heard somewhere it just appears it's going at a slower pace. So it just appears to look like it's not going nowhere. But every step matters, you know? Every step matters. So Venus retrograde reads dealing with insecurities, appearances, body image, worthiness, relationships, and sexuality. So either you or someone who you may be connecting with, you may be dealing with things that you've dealt with years ago, you know, and it's coming back up again, you know, and you're probably thinking to yourself, but why is it coming up now? And it's because of this retrograde energy that these people are trying to throw at you, you know, in this, they're doing voodoo, black magic to try and slow you down, to block you, to cause you distractions, which is at the bottom of the deck here. You know, trying to cause you pressure, trying to make you in this energy of aging before your time, burnout type of an energy. I want to use my deck. I haven't used this one for a while. I've got to split it in two. It says it's okay to shift your energy, just like the seasons. Live like nature lives, guided and protected. Cleanse and clear, purity, detox, holistic health versus pharmaceutical. So let's see. And we've got Devel. Once you see, you can't unsee. You're rare, you're one of the me. Pay attention to the red flags. The devil is in the detail. Confirmation there for somebody in regards to these contracts and being mindful of signing during Mercury retrograde. I'm hearing that's if you're superstitious. You may not believe in all of that. You know, some people say to, you know, live your life and love the life you're living and don't allow certain things to stop you. It's down to you and your willpower, your perseverance, you know, your motivation. What you put into something is what you're going to get out. So I just want to clarify some of these cards that came through. So let's clarify this energy, first of all, of the divine feminine that's here in the reverse. I just keep hearing, seeing is believing. So it says, many were called and fewer than the few were chosen, weeding out the weak and the righteous. And it's falling into this energy of someone is doing black magic and juju work on you. Can't make it up. Someone is moving forward from whatever this is. divine feminine. That's why the divine feminine card's out and in the reverse. If this was a karmic femme, it would have been the karmic femme card that came through, you know. But this is someone that's trying to play around with someone's divinity. You know, it makes sense now why this card is out here. Someone is trying to play with someone's divinity and someone's stability. But there's something that you see this through your clairvoyance. You know, you see it as clear as a picture. So let's see in regards to the energy of the divine feminine that's here in the reverse. What's the energy that's blocking the divine feminine in this current energy? Nothing. It says this too shall pass. Because they're fake spiritualists, you know, amateur magic. Amateur magic, you know, over a man. Not even over nothing serious. I shouldn't even say it like that. No disrespect, with all the respect. But, you know, this is someone who's doing something for all of the wrong reasons. All of the wrong reasons. With no guidance, no intuition, just to try and keep someone from walking away. You know? Spell work ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's only gonna get you in this energy, because if someone don't want to be there, you can't entrap somebody. There's only so long you can back up a sleeping lion in a corner. It's bad enough if you try to wake the tiger. Going back to my poem. But imagine waking a masculine, waking a sleeping lion, troubling somebody who's not troubling you with your low vibrational dark magic. There's repercussions to that. Let's get another message in regards to the energy. What's blocking the divine feminine that's here in the reverse? Long and short of it, bottom line, draw a line in the sand. The cards that want to come through is spiritual symptoms. Pray and put it to God. Put God first. You may be feeling like you're oversleeping or not sleeping enough. Meditation brings answers. Relaxation, stepping outside and getting into nature. You maybe feel like you're having a lack of appetite or having no appetite at all. You may actually feel like you're going through some type of a spiritual detox right now, like you're fasting or need to fast. You may be having some type of breakouts, feeling like you're having a breakdown, when in fact you're having a breakthrough. The Most High will never bring you to it without bringing you through it, you know? Yeah, someone's a gold digger here. The card that reads books. Someone got books, you know? Someone was doing what they were doing for the money. Divine Feminine here in the reverse says, shy, I'll be observant to the day I die. It's all about using your discernment, you know? It's all about the shift. It's all a part of the gift. Your power is in, this came through earlier. So your power is in the tower, delicate flower. Remember who you are. You're a child of Ra. So let's see in regards to this energy of this divine masculine. Tell me more about this energy of this divine masculine. Life is a journey. Card number 25. Life is a journey. It could sometimes get lonely. Every step, pay attention. Tired of the phony, unholy. Who truly knows me? Divine masculine saying. It says, if you're only able to see what it is, then you will only create what is. Manifestation energy. So it's like there's a lot of projection that's being projected your way. You know, it's falling into the energy of they're mad because you pay them no mind. So whatever this is that they're trying to manifest against you, it's not working because you're paying them no mind. You've got no clue of the seeds that they're trying to plant because you're not listening. You blocked yourself from their I'm having channel. You know, there's no syncing between you and this entity anymore, this opposing energy. who's been trying to attack from the inside out, I'm hearing. And they mock you when they feel jealous towards you, but you don't hear none of that. You may have heard it at one point, and you was hearing the shade behind the veil, so you tapped out, you know. I'm picking up on this phrase I used to say when I was a teenager. You know, if you go around me, I will go around you with me until I get fed up. But now I'm a lot older. Now I haven't got the energy to go around you. If you're going around me, now I just walk away and move on. So let's see, in regards to this energy of this ice queen, why is the energy of the ice queen here? Grandma in the sky, oh my, the power is in her eye. When you show, my enemies will cry. Tears counted, emotions now mounted. Counted, ancestors are frustrated. Intuitions now heightened. They should be frightened. It's fallen on the tarot card. You may have a Scorpio ancestor, you know, that's not liking what I'm hearing here, seeing, or feeling in this energy. And this is the Tigress poem that's came through. It's in the reverse. Again, I've updated this poem on my it's actually shared on my community page today. But lioness stripes represents transmuted stress, best left to rest. Tigress is on a mission, facing many tests. Who cares who's the best? Who cares who can beat their chest? Why can't they see I'm just being me, free? This is just a test. We're all living a harsh reality, 3D fantasy. They don't realize only real eyes can see. Watch the pre. They tried to put me in the fire. Liar. But black and orange is already my color. Whoever, whatever. 1111. 11, they tried to send a bear. How dare. By my stripes, I the tigress already bared, cried tears. Only God she fears. I decree and I declare, I will never just sit and stare, criticize without a care. So let's see. Let's get another card in regards to this energy. There's a card that came through, or a few cards that came through. I didn't realize when it came through. But we've got this energy of the 4-leaf clover. Luck is on your side. Abundance on every level. Because whatever these people are doing has backfired. It didn't change you. It just redirected you. Delays don't, it says dreams don't walk straight. So again, you may have been having certain dreams, or you may have felt like you've been distracted from your dreams, you know, you're not dreaming much of lately. You know, you may feel like your dream state has been blocked. It says a force is preventing this connection from coming together. Pay attention to the signs. You may be feeling sickness or breakdowns or breakouts, you know, material emotions, relationships, financial issues. You know, there could be one thing or the next. Like, you could be planning some type of a meeting, and every time you plan a meeting, something happens to prevent you from going. Financial problems, sickness, car broke down, however it may be. And again, it's prevention is better than cure. The reason why you've been delayed is because the Most High is redirecting you somewhere else. It's not meant to come through. There's something that you may not be seeing that's taking place behind the veil in regards to these people's envy and jealousy towards you. I'm hearing all what they're carrying in this chariot, you know. I'm paying attention to this word of symptoms here now. It says haters are mad because they see you winning, or they don't see you winning. It's here in the reverse. Because someone's moving in silence, you know. So it's irritating their demons even more. So they're sending in these monitoring spirits to keep an eye on you. But the thing is, these monitoring spirits, they haven't even got the power or even the attack to monitor you. The other side wants to speak. So let's see. Let's get a card each in regards to this energy. Divine Masculine. Yeah, someone may be feeling a lot of conflict right now. It's time to just step back, sit down, and build your arc. Archangel Uriel is present. You know, you're being guided right now. I'm hearing step by step. Everything that you need is provided for you, you know. I don't trust the screw face that turns a smile. I'm just trying to avoid karma. I'm just trying to avoid the tail of an iguana. Yeah, this is somebody who you've definitely fallen out with for a long period of time. A long period of time. That's trying to come back towards you in this energy of abandonment. That's here in the reverse. 8 of Cups in the reverse energy. Someone's being very confused, you know, on their own healing journey, on their way back to you. This is card number 25. Break it down to the 7. Life is a journey and could sometimes get lonely every step. Pay attention, tired of the phony, unholy, who truly knows me. This is the energy. It's giving me 7 of Cups. The 8, this abandonment card is the 8 of Cups is energy. It's giving me that, this confusion, delusion, walking away. You know, someone's been knocked down and they're getting back up again. They've been caught up in this energy of living a double life. Divine Feminine. See why the Divine Feminine is here in the reverse in regards to this energy. I'm hearing who feels it knows. I just said who feels it knows, and this card represents same lesson, different vessel. Or it could be the same lesson, same vessel coming back towards you. It reads, if you don't hear me in the beginning, you won't hear me in the end. If you don't hear me in the beginning, you will feel in the end. Someone didn't listen to you in regards to this Virgo energy who was handing you out something that wasn't a good handout at all. They learned a lesson the hard way, you know. They learned a lesson the hard way. And I'm hearing right now, going back to the previous message, the Most High said to me a few years ago that he's going to reveal to me who my enemies are, and I should have no remorse in the way that he reveals them to me. And I feel like this is coming through here. The Most High, something has backfired on whosoever it is that you're connecting with in the energy of this message, chapter 21. And the Most High showing you something in regards, something, I'm hearing something potent. It's nothing small, you know, not that I'm gloating. I don't wish none of this onto anybody. But it's something, there's something obvious. I'm hearing even breaking news. Could be something that you hear on your local news. Or this could be something globally that's taking place. So let's see in regards to the energy. I want to go back into the energy of this Ice Queen. Tap into your imagination, your creativity, your passions. Put your mind to something positive is what I'm hearing right now. Focus on the positive. So in the energy of this Ice Queen, the 4 C's, conflict, confusion, communication and clarity, conflict resolution, conflict solution. Pay attention is coming through into this energy of haters are mad because they see you winning. Now that they see you winning, at one point you wasn't winning, you know, you may have been in a state of the deer in headlights. The dare card is behind all of this, you know, because of their projected envy and jealousy and negative attachments, entities, narratives that they were spreading against you. And again, I wrote these cards before I realized what the real 4CCs are. And it's this communal cleggery community, you know. And when I do the numerology for the letter C, that's 3, and we've got 2 3s out here. Maybe I should simplify it. The cleggery community, but there's 4 C's. They got a hidden location, you know, under sea. My ancestors are really trying to make me see something here. This is what I said in the previous message, under sea. So this is the 4th location. They've got more than one location. Something ain't going to hit differently at all because somebody hasn't deep down changed. This is the card, you know, and it reads, it hits different when the communication is open and honest. Good energy, good vibes, good times from beginning to end. Something that you're manifesting, someone's manifesting something, but it's not going to go in the way that they're expecting it to. At all. Bottom of the deck it says, shift your energy and shift your focus. And on that note, I'm going to end this message here, as is, to upload it. I don't want it to go on any longer than it has, you know. And the next message definitely will be chapter 21, message 7, chapter finale. I will use tarot, you know. I'm not going to clear anything. I'm going to leave everything as is and come straight back in and do that message. It may be uploaded a bit later on. I'm going to upload this one up first. But for those that this message has resonated with, you know, and love and light and peace and blessings to you, because this message, out of all of the messages that I've done, feels like the most heaviest, you know. Although the whole energy overall doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels like somebody is seeing the light and making their way out of a situation that wasn't getting them anywhere, you know. Their conscience was beating them. The ancestors was trying to remove them from a place that they were rooted in, that they shouldn't have been rooted in, you know. It was a lot of low vibrational entities that they was attached to. I can't believe you're down there and I that them recommend. I can't believe them have you down there and I mix up and I blend. Baba, why involve the children? You know, me can't get me head around, me can't comprehend. So them have you down there just a mix up and a blend. Tap into your imagination and use your creativity. Use your hands, I'm hearing. That's your passion. But use it for the right things, in the right way. I feel like I'm talking to cross-watching energy now. But on that note, on this note, I'm going to end this message here. But love and light and peace and blessings to each and every one of you.